Welcome to the Non Negotiable Living podcast, where we're building lives by design by creating non-negotiable habits around fitness, family, faith, and financial freedom.
Welcome back to Non Negotiable Living. I'm Ashley, and today we're diving into a fascinating and transformative health practice, and it's the power of fasting. And I'm not talking about intermittent fasting because I don't recommend that, especially for women past the age of 30. We're talking about long-term fasting of 24 to 36 or 48 hours. Fasting has been around for centuries, and it's not only a spiritual discipline, but also a scientifically backed way to improve your long-term health. So whether you've heard of fasting, but aren't sure what it's all about, or you're curious about how maybe a 36-hour fast on a cellular level would work and benefit you, then this episode is for you. So we're going to explore what happens in the body during a 36-hour fast, why it's a great place to start for both beginners and seasoned fasters, and how often you should incorporate it into your routine. Plus, we're going to discuss the spiritual roots of fasting, including some biblical references, and why it's such a powerful practice for both your body and your soul. So what is a 36-hour fast? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It is 36 hours without consuming food. So I typically do a water fast. And typically people stop eating after dinner one evening and skip eating the entire next day and then break their fast the following morning at breakfast. So for example, for myself, I finish my dinner at around 6 or 7 p.m. on, say, a Monday. And then I break my fast around 6 or 7 a.m. on Wednesday. So why 36 hours? This time frame is really a good sweet spot for fasting. It's long enough to trigger profound cellular changes and health benefits, but not so long that it becomes overwhelming or unsustainable. It's also easier to manage because it doesn't require fasting for multiple days. So while shorter fasts like 24 hours do have benefits, a 36-hour fast allows your body to enter a deeper level of cellular repair and rejuvenation, and it's an incredible tool for both your physical health and spiritual growth, and it really does test your mental toughness. So let's talk about what happens during a 36-hour fast. We're going to go through a timeline of fasting benefits, and we're going to break down what's happening in your body during those 36 hours. So in the first 12 hours, your body is using glucose from your most recent meals as its primary energy source. This is the period where your blood sugar stabilizes and your insulin levels start to drop. Then from 12 to 24 hours, once your body uses up its glucose stores, it starts shifting to fat burning for energy, a process called ketosis. And this is where you might start to notice increased mental clarity and sustained energy as your body becomes more efficient at using fat for fuel. When we get to 24 to 36 hours, this is where the real magic happens. Your body enters a phase called autophagy, which is essentially cellular spring cleaning. Damaged cells and proteins and toxins are broken down and recycled in your body. Autophagy has been linked to improved immune function, reduced inflammation, and even a lower risk of chronic disease like cancer and Alzheimer's. There are also some additional benefits, including improved metabolic health and insulin sensitivity, reducing inflammation, which is the root cause of many chronic conditions, and longevity benefits due to cellular repair and rejuvenation. So how often should you do a fast? For most people, doing a 36-hour fast once every quarter is a great starting point. It allows your body to reap the benefits of fasting without feeling like you're overdoing it. If you're more experienced or have specific health goals, then doing it once a month is fantastic. I personally do it once a quarter with my husband. But the biggest thing is you really want to listen to your body. If you're feeling great, energized, and clear-headed, then it's a sign it's working for you. But if you're feeling overly fatigued and struggling, it might be a sign to dial it back. So how do you prepare for your first fast? First, plan it out on the calendar. Pick a day and time. Make sure you don't have any late night activities. Make sure you don't have any holidays backed up to it. Make sure that the day you start your fast, you can eat reasonable meals throughout the day. I typically recommend doing your full 24-hour fast on a work day so you can keep yourself busy. It's a lot harder to fast if you're not busy and you're just sitting around the house all day, because then you're focused on the fact that you're hungry. But before starting your fast, I always recommend eating nutrient-dense meals with plenty of healthy fats, protein, and fiber to keep you satiated longer. And it's really important to stay hydrated throughout your fast. So drinking water, herbal teas, and black coffee are great options. You want to make sure that you're not drinking too much caffeine because that could give you a headache as you enter the fast. I want to dive into the spiritual side of fasting for a minute. So there are a lot of biblical foundations of fasting. Fasting isn't just a health practice, it's deeply rooted in faith, and the Bible speaks about fasting as a way to seek God, gain clarity, and demonstrate humility. As a way to strengthen your fast, it's really important to get close to God. So during a fast, you can use that time you'd normally spend eating to pray or meditate or read scripture. Fasting clears mental clutter and helps you focus on God. Fasting is really a reset. And it's as much about resetting your spirit as it is about resetting your body. It helps you break free from distractions, recalibrate your priorities, and find deeper connection and purpose. Next, I'm going to give you some tips for a successful 36-hour fast. First off, start small. If you're new to fasting, maybe don't jump straight to 36 hours. Start with 24 hours and gradually build up to longer durations as your body adapts. The most important thing is to stay hydrated. Hydration is key. We have to drink plenty of water, and you could even consider adding in some electrolytes to support your body during the fast. And when I say electrolytes, I'm not talking about like liquid IV. I'm talking about adding in a little bit of salt to your water so that your body can stay better hydrated. You want to make sure that you don't take your vitamins on an empty stomach during your fast. It could really wreak havoc on your stomach and make you feel sick. So make sure to put those away so you don't take them by default since you're just used to the process. We want to focus on rest. So we want to avoid intense exercise if we're new to fasting or overly stressful activities during the fast. Use the time to rest and reflect and recharge if you've never done this before, just to see how your body responds. Once you get into the swing of things, you might find that when you go to the gym while you're fasting, you actually have not diminished strength, but even increased strength. And this comes from the human growth hormones that are released in our body during a fasting period. We also want to break our fast gently. When we're ready to eat, we want to start with a light meal that's easy on the digestive system, like bone broth or a salad, before moving on to heavier foods. If you jump right into eating a hamburger and some French fries, you might feel pretty sick. So set an intention. Before you begin, set the intention for your fast, whether it's physical healing, spiritual growth, mental clarity, mental toughness. Having a purpose will help keep you motivated. And oftentimes, having somebody do the fast with you is going to help as well. We just did a fast as a group with my clients, and it was great supporting each other through that time, talking about how we were feeling, how we were breaking our fast, and just the whole process. But just keep in mind that a 36-hour fast is more than just a health practice. And the purpose of a fast is not to lose weight. I just want to be clear about that. It's an opportunity to reset your body. The cellular repair, mental clarity, and spiritual renewal you'll experience are just a few of the incredible benefits. So I encourage you to give it a try if you feel comfortable with it, even if it's just once. Start where you are, listen to your body, and let the process unfold. Whether you're fasting for physical health, spiritual health, and growth, or both, know that you're doing something powerful for yourself. And unfortunately, it's not super measurable. We can't tell how much cellular repair has happened. We can't tell how much damage we have healed in our body as a result of it. So we just kind of have to trust the process and see how we feel in doing it. Either way, I appreciate you tuning in to Non Negotiable Living. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear about your experience with fasting. I'd love for you to share your journey with me on Instagram or YouTube. Let's inspire each other to grow in health and faith. And until next time, take care of yourself. And remember, the power to transform starts from within. You guys got this.